Hello, everyone. I hope everybody is having a good weekend so far. As we all know, it was another positive week overall for the market, even though we don't have any volume behind the move. It's fine with me. We have a very, very low complacent market VIX, 11.40, but I want to remind everybody that, whenever we were back in 2007 and 2006, at one point in 2006, we got down to 8.60, but we didn't top until a little bit further down the road. So we still have quite a bit of ways that we can go before we actually see a big reversal. So everybody that is calling for a reversal or that it's impossible for the market to hold the highs, it's kind of missing the point. It can do that. We don't have an inverted yield curve or VIX at all-time lows yet, so there can definitely still be more to go, especially when there's value being perceived in New York Stock Exchange stocks. And on that note, the NYSE put in a nice gain on Friday, and it did so on heavy volume. Obviously, it's end of the month volume, but still, that's well above average volume. And that's kind of what I was wondering if it was going to happen. Maybe at the start of the move is going to be on lower volume, then as we run higher, we see volume pick up, and so far we've seen that. I do have one sell going into Monday, CMGE. Once again, these NASDAQ stocks, I'm trying to get some runners on end-of-day signals, still making them a small percent of my portfolio, but the market just isn't quite cooperating yet. But this one isn't done. CMGE likes to do this. It likes to start to break out, pull back just a little too deep, and then reverse higher. And I bet you we have that here again today because the pullback is on below average volume. The close at 1941, though, is below the open in 1950. So I'll go ahead and use that to sell half. If it would have closed below the low a day, 1940, 75%. And then as I've stated whenever I went long, 1921 is the ultimate final cut loss. So we'll be getting rid of half of CMGE. And we got quite a few of decent pocket pivot point signals. Basically, most of them were in the real estate investment trust. General Growth Properties, nice pocket pivot point signal in that one. BXP, Boston Properties, pocket pivot point signal. And then the one that I'm going to take a long on, because we had other stocks in that industry that gave breakout signals, but this is the best one overall. AVP. This showed up in the most of my scans. It actually showed up in 4 different scans, while the most in any other one did was GGP, showing up in 2. So we're going to go ahead and pick this one. And it's also the most volatile of all of them, so we get a little bit of beta in that version also. And then, I just can't stay away. So I'm going to try it once again for another runner. AT&M, tried to get long this one back in April. Didn't work out, cut our losses. It's now rebasing, and it's starting a very strong move off the 50-day moving average, producing another pocket pivot point buy signal. It's produced multiple of those since that move off the March or February low started. And overall, if you go back to August, you see it's being accumulated on the days that it moves higher, no distribution on the days lower, and now it appears that we want to move here. So if we don't move here at the 50-day moving average, our risk is a lot less than our previous signal. Our previous signal, we had a risk of about 7 to 8% in it if we were wrong, 7%. This time around, if we're wrong, we're only going to be risking about 3%. So quality signal, 2.5% of the account. I do believe I have the cash on hand for that following the cores, EONC sells. We'll see. If not, I'll adjust accordingly, but AVB, will be the majority long position. Thank you.